to Covert Narcissist 101. Thank you for joining me. I will subscribe. Please do. Guys, today's topic is 5 signs that the covert narcissist is losing control over you. 5 signs that they are losing their grip on you. And they know. And they know when these things are happening. Guys, you're happy. You are happy. You're happy. Not acting happy. Not trying to be happy, but you are genuinely happy. And when you're happy, there are some things that you don't let come into your space. I mean, you feel you or whatever you need to feel every now and then, but majority of the time, when you're happy and when you are happy, you don't let things come in. You're not acting happy. You're genuinely happy. Some things you don't let come into your mind when you are in a happy state. And yeah, the covert narcissist notices this. Because being in that state affects literally everything else that is going on around you, everything else that you engage in or do. Too obviously, you're not reacting as much. And of course, this is where this happiness comes into place. You are not reacting as much. You might respond every now and then for things that really matter. But you realize all the antics that they try to pull on you or changes in different things that really shouldn't be any change. For example, my son was, 2 days ago was sick in school and they couldn't come get him because I was at least an hour or so, 2 away. And they called the father who is, working at home. And he was supposed to come pick him up, drop him off in the house. You know what he did? He picked the child up and took him over to his apartment. And then emailed me to come get him after work. Of course, he didn't care that the child who needs to be dropped off at home where his grandmother is and give him something so he can sleep. No, that matter. Did I respond? No, because from what my son told me on the phone, I didn't know what was going on. I know it was the changing weather. So I didn't bother to respond. There's no point because that was another opportunity to engage. I wasn't even mad about that. That's the thing. Another one is a discussion with other people. And this goes not just with family members or friends. You realize when you are in a certain state, you don't even engage in certain kind of discussions. And don't get me wrong, like office gossip every now and then happens. But you realize that certain people that come to you and all they have to talk about is negative things, all they have to talk about is other people, all they have to talk about is nothing really that you can take home with you and digest and say, oh, I can use this can benefit me. No, you realize when you're in a certain state, you don't engage in that. And that goes with everybody else that knows the covert narcissist, that always come to talk to you only about the covert narcissist. What did they do now? What happened now? Do you guess what that they did with the new supply? You realize you don't have time for that. You back away from that. And this kind of people usually relate the message to the covert narcissist because, they keep the story going back and forth. And that's how the covert narcissist, knows that they're losing a grip on you because you have nothing to say to anybody about them. Another one is obviously you're fully focused on the children. You're fully focused on the children. And this is even when you're trying to stay positive for the kids. You're staying positive for the kids, teaching them to be staying positive. And that's, even if when the covert narcissist and you call them and the kids are, maybe they're younger, they're telling you, oh, we did this and did that. And you're like, oh, really? Great. And you're generally like, okay, because you're more focused on them that they had fun. They went somewhere, had fun. That's all you care about. You don't care about who they went with the covert narcissist and the new supply or whatever. That is not your concern. They are literally zeroed in on the fact that your kids went somewhere and they had fun. And that's exactly what comes across in whatever phone call that when you call them or they call you. They're like, oh, great. Really? You guys have fun. That's fine. Why they're over there with the covert narcissist. And that's all you care about is the children. You're fully focused on the children. Another one, the last one, guys, is being in the same space as them. Being in the same space as them and only thing you feel, I mean, don't get me wrong, you're not going over there to hug them and, be friends and say hello. God knows I'm not trying to reach that level of maturity. I don't even want to do it. The Lord knows to keep me just below that level. No. But you be in the same space as them and all you have to think about is how you overcame, this. That's what you overcame this. And you smile and genuinely, that's all you like, like I said, you're not going to run over there to be their friend or hug them or say hello. No. But you are not running off either. All you could think about at that moment is really, I really overcame this. I really got over this. Like I really was, I literally have kept myself away, run away from this toxicity. Like I've kept my distance away from this. Like I made it out. I made it out from this. That's all you're thinking about. And believe me, they know. The covert narcissist knows when you have completely detached. You know, all you got going on is just because the children are there. Other than that, there's nothing else. So when you can be in their space and around them, whatever, like a couple of days ago, the covert narcissist was parked like two cars next to me in a parking lot. I got to stop going to Walmart, really. And he was coming out, and I was, going. I didn't make any eye contact, but I know he was there. You know, I know he was there. But like I said, all you're in that moment is like, wow, Lord, look at how far I've come. Look at how far I've come from this. And that's what the thought you have in your head. There's no anger. There's no you could care less. Really, it doesn't matter. So when you get to that state, that's you see them around anywhere, party or somebody event, somebody invited them to, and that's all you think about. Is God, how far I've made it. Like I made it out. I overcame this. Like, yeah, you're not going over there to say hello. I hope not. But that's me anyway. Well, anyway, guys, keep driving, and get your mind right. Like I always say, get your mind right and keep moving, staying focused. There's just really light at the end of this tunnel, guys. There's really light at the end of this tunnel. All right, guys, get your mind right. Get your mind.